So, in that regard, sticking to tradition. How's up? Thank you so much, and good morning again. Graduates, family, faculty, and staff, and honored guests. It is an extraordinary feeling to be standing before you today. Not just because I have the privilege of delivering a commencement address, but because this university, this very campus, is where my journey began. 31 years ago, I was sitting exactly where you are. Same cap, well, not. Different gown, but I was going to say same gown, and same questions running through my mind. What's next? Will I make it? Am I ready? So before anything else, let me say yes, you are. You are absolutely ready. FAU has prepared you. Now I know this is a commencement ceremony for business graduates, and I'm standing between you and you getting your degree, but it's incredibly obvious to me that as business students, you spent your years learning about strategy, accounting, finance, marketing, and economics. But today, I want to take a slight detour, not through a case study, not through a business framework, but through something a little unexpected, physics. As the story goes, Sir Isaac Newton was sitting beneath a tree when he watched an apple fall straight down. It didn't float sideways. It didn't go up, it didn't float, it didn't hover, it didn't soar upwards, it simply fell. That simple moment triggered a revolution in how we understand the universe. Newton realized that there must be a force, unseen and undeniable, pulling that apple towards the earth. He called it gravity. But here's the part that always fascinated me. When Newton was asked how gravity works, how one body could exert influence on another across the vast vacuum of empty space, he didn't have a clear answer. In fact, in his most famous work, Principia Mathematica, he simply wrote, "I leave that to the consideration of my reader." That's what I want to do with you today. I want to leave something for your consideration. Let's fast forward a few years. I graduated from FAU. I had a good job. I was newly married. We just bought a home. My wife, Kathy, and I were expecting our first child. Life was stable, predictable, and safe. And that's when I decided to do something completely irrational. I quit my job. I left behind the security of a paycheck, and together with my wife, started a company from a small desk in the corner of our primary bedroom. I was only armed with a degree like you from FAU, 8 years of work experience, and my innate desire to achieve an American dream. I didn't yet have investors. I didn't have a detailed business plan. What I did have was a supportive wife, a relentless work ethic, and a vision that I could not let go. You see, I wasn't afraid of failing at business. I was afraid of failing my family. But I also knew something deeper was pulling me forward, something invisible yet powerful, gravity. That company today operates in 30 countries, employs thousands of people, supports airlines and the military and defense establishment around the world. We built something incredibly to be proud of. But none of it would have happened if I waited for the perfect time. None of it would have happened if I said, not yet. And here's what I've learned. There's no perfect time. There's only now. I'm often asked by aspiring entrepreneurs about what it takes to do something different, something bold. And what I found is that most people already know what they want to do. They've thought about it, they've dreamed about it, they planned for it, but then they say those familiar words. I want to do ... but not yet. It's not the right time. Does it sound familiar? That phrase, "it's not the right time," is a dream killer. It's what we say to ourselves when fear starts whispering in our ears. when we worry that we're not ready, that we need more experience, that the world isn't going to open a door. But the truth is, the world doesn't open doors. You do. And that starts today. When I look out at you today, I don't see graduates, I see inventors, innovators, entrepreneurs, leaders, and builders. You don't have to know exactly where you're going. You just need to trust the force that's pulling you forward. Your version of gravity is real. For gravity in its most mysterious form is a vacuum. It doesn't just pull you down, it draws you in. And when you harness it with purpose, it becomes a force that doesn't just keep you grounded. It pulls you towards the greatest potential and beyond the boundaries of your dreams. So let me take this idea one step further. Every meaningful relationship in my life, from my family, my business partners, my lifelong friends, it all started with a spark, a moment, a gravitational pull. Sometimes it's a mentor, sometimes it's a challenge, sometimes it's a classmate, or maybe a person who encourages you to take that first shot. You're surrounded right now by people you may not realize will shape your life. The gravity between you will reveal itself over time. FAU isn't just a university you graduated from, it's in your orbit now. And you're part of its gravity. Let me say this, success does not come from comparing yourself to others. It's not measured by salary, title, social media highlights. Success is building your life with purpose. It's choosing to thrive, not just to survive. It's waking up every day knowing you're doing something that matters to you, to your family, and to the world. If I leave you with one message, it's this: you're more ready than you think. The time is not tomorrow, the time is now. Start a business, take a trip, apply for a job, pitch an idea, make the move, call your shot. I've traveled to 129 countries, proudly played golf on 6 continents, served in the United States Navy, built a business, raised a family, and sat right where you are today. And through it all, I come to believe that the most powerful force in the universe isn't gravity. It's belief. Believe in yourself. It's the belief in yourself. Belief in your purpose. Belief in your power, and the belief in the power now. So here's my challenge to you. Stop thinking about doing what you need to do to survive, and start doing what you can do to thrive. Recognize the gravity that you carry. Embrace the pull of the things and people that light you up. And remember, what you do from this day forward doesn't just impact your life, it impacts all in your orbit. As for what comes next, I'll borrow the words from Sir Isaac Newton. I leave that for the consideration of my audience. Congratulations, class of 25. Go thrive, go lead, go soar, and always go out.